Have you ever wondered how a major retailer like Lowe's, which has a fantastic reputation in the world of home improvement, have you ever wondered about the technology behind the scenes that offers a seamless customer experience? What does that IT infrastructure look like? And how does a company like Lowe's adapt to modern technological demands in a world where every company is now a tech company? Well, today on Tech Talks Daily, I'm your host, Neil C. Hughes, and today I'm coming to you live from the vibrant show floor at the Cisco Live event in Las Vegas. And I have the Senior Manager of Networking. And today I have with me the Senior Manager of Network Engineering at Lowe's. His name is Shad, and he and his team are on a mission to put the customer at the forefront of everything that they do. And today, I want to learn more about their collaboration with Cisco and how this partnership is aiming to modernize technology, improve customer satisfaction, and reduce operational costs. It seems to tick all the right boxes. So buckle up and hold on tight as I beam your ears all the way to the show floor at Cisco Live here in Las Vegas, where we're going to explore the fascinating journey of Lowe's transition to a consolidated SaaS platform, and how this move is setting new standards in the retail industry. So a massive warm welcome to the show. Here we are at Cisco Live, but can you tell everyone listening a little about who you are and what you do?
My name is Shad Aul. I'm Senior Manager of Voice Engineering for Lowe's companies. At Lowe's, we have a motto: together we deliver the right home improvement products with the best service and value across every channel and community we serve. And it's really great being able to lead the group of voice engineers that help deliver that. Jokingly, I say, you can talk about us, but you can't talk without us.
Absolutely love that. And obviously, I've grabbed you from the show floor today. So I've got to ask, what does Cisco Live mean to you? What are you looking forward to most this year?
Yeah, I've been to Cisco Live more than once. I've been here a few times with the ability to meet and connect and collaborate and grow. With Cisco Live, you get to learn, you get to understand, you get to believe and feel and know what other people, other vendors, other organizations are doing and how they service their customer. This year's opportunity is to showcase what Lowe's has done and the transformation we've gone through. And that opportunity is going to be great.
And that is one of the reasons that I invited you on the podcast today, because one of the things I always try and do is provide real-world examples and insights of tech that has helped businesses generate business value, provide things like ROI. So how has the migration to Cisco Webex Contact Center Enterprise, how has that helped you impact things like the daily operations and overall efficiency of your contact center teams? Because that's what it's all about. We hear a lot about the technology. We're at a tech conference, but I'd love to hear more about the real world results that you've had as a result of that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not only about the customer engagement, it's also about associate engagement. Webex Contact Centers really opened up a treasure trove of capabilities for Lowe's in how we service our associate and how the associate uses the technology to serve the customer. One of the biggest wins, I think, in the migration of contact center is our SSO experience, the single sign-on, one login, one credential, one experience. So the associate doesn't have to remember an extension and a log-on and a credential and all this stuff. It really brings that experience. They're just logging on as they would every day. That's a huge win for associate engagement. With that, security is top of mind for a lot of companies, today. With that single sign-on experience comes multi-factor authentication. That just really enhances and drives security. And that's huge for any organization, but certainly it is for Lowe's. The one other thing, we'll talk about this later as well, but licenses. Webex Contact Center is a consumption-based product. This unlocks license efficiencies that drive immediate value for the business. We're not consuming a license by building an agent. No, we're consuming a license by an agent logging in. So that allows us at Lowe's to use the licenses much more efficiently than once before.
and using licenses efficiently is such a huge topic right now. And I'm curious, were there any specific challenges that you might have faced with legacy on-prem solution that you had, or how did the transition to SaaS platform address some of those issues? Because it's not all plain sailing. I'm sure you had a few obstacles. So how has it helped? Can you share that journey?
Yeah, absolutely. In our problem statement, as we were discovering the migration from where we were in our legacy solutions to the Webex Contact Center platform, we had overlapping technology which drove the need for multiple skill sets, various support agreements. Migrating to the Webex platform streamlines the voice and collaboration infrastructure. It's a great partnership with Cisco, especially in our migration and transformation with their advanced services and project team, customer experience, to deliver that. The scalability was a huge problem. Everything was port and channel based. It didn't scale well. It didn't allow us to be elastic. Different times of our year in our business cycle is much like other businesses. They grow and contract depending on the time of year. The ability to grow, the ability to contract, to service our customer really, really helps. Our support model inefficiencies was blocking innovation. It's hard to innovate when you've got to consider three technologies. Do they work together? Can they work together? How do we deliver? But when we streamline and bring everything under one roof, that really unlocks availability, feature, function, and allows us not only deliver for our customer, but the associate as well.
What would you say are some of the most significant cost savings that you've observed since implementing Cisco solutions, particularly in terms of legacy license fees and those IT support costs? Because so many businesses now, and especially a lot of business leaders listening, they're faced with doing more with the same or more with less. So I'd love to hear more about some of those savings.
Yeah, more with the same. You're spot on. Knowledge and capital growth, right? When the whole team is focused on several different technologies, well, we've got to train to that, to grow their career, and in which direction do you go? And with so many different technologies, it's hard to do that. Well, now that we've kind of collapsed all of our various technologies under one roof, it allows the whole team, including myself, to target growth in a single product. It opens doors to a better exchange of ideas and better innovation. We all want to be tech companies. We're a retail company. We service our customer in many ways. We all want to be tech companies. This collapse really, really helps, right? We can be focused on one technology. We can grow our delivery in one technology, and it really helps.
And that's a topic we cover on this podcast a lot, that almost every company is a tech company now, and it's areas that you don't associate with technology. And I'm curious, how has the integration of Cisco's advanced services and lifecycle services, how has that influenced your approach to customer engagement and satisfaction? Because it feels like there's a few big wins there as well.
Yeah, there most certainly is. With the lifecycle services and the Cisco advanced services, business critical services, and on, all of the support that comes along or that we've chosen to bring along with us in the Webex Contact Center migration has enabled more of a dedicated focus for the Lowe's team to drive customer engagement and satisfaction. We don't have to so much focus on patching for security vulnerabilities. We don't have to focus on what's our next software lifecycle. We don't have to focus on what's our next hardware lifecycle. We're able to focus solely on the customer. This also has opened up what I like to call a phone a friend. How do you do this? How can we do this? Is there a better way to do this? In a way, it's like having an additional dedicated staff to help us at Lowe's drive better outcomes, right? And that's, again, the phone a friend. It's more helpful than you could imagine when you get stuck.
Absolutely love that. And also, in what ways has the new system enhanced things like scalability and reliability? And how has that benefited your business and equally those customer interactions as well? Because it's important that we don't forget that side of things too.
Absolutely. Before in our legacy technology, we were bound by a port channel-based technology where we would run into limitations of scale, device limitations, product limitations. Before the migration, we were in a follow-the-pack mentality as opposed to a leader mindset. What this migration and transformation has done is it allows us to move into that leader mindset. It allows us to figure how we can serve our customer better. And it's an opportunity. I've used the word before, I'll use it again. Opportunity to grow, opportunity to integrate, opportunity to include, whether that's AI, whether that's different systems within Cisco's infrastructure, whether that's any number of tools. Our migration has now provided us that opportunity.
And of course, we are here at Cisco Live. Predictably, AI is a huge theme. There'll be a lot of people listening around the world. They've heard about the hype of AI, but we're now getting to the point of what problems can we fix? How do I implement? How do I adopt? So with AI being such a focal point for future enhancements, and a lot of businesses maybe sat on the fence not knowing what to do next, can you provide any insights into the AI use cases that you're targeting, and equally some of the outcomes that you anticipate from these implementations, just to bring it to life a little for so many confused business leaders right now?
Yeah, I hear you. Regarding AI, information is capital. It's capital to earn customers and drive better outcomes. It's how we can use, how AI can help us use the various pieces of information. It's how we can use, capture, and deliver using that. Consider this. When I'm at home working on a project, as we all are, I find myself making several trips to Lowe's. I find it fun. My wife, maybe not. But, several trips to Lowe's, but potentially calling about a delivery, calling about a product question, potentially updating my order. Consider if we could use the information about my customer experience to anticipate my need, to deliver value in one call, one engagement, one communication. Perhaps you could pair me and my call with the best resource to help drive that outcome. I think AI is going to really unlock that capability for us. I think it's going to unlock that capability for others. I mean, associate hours saved. Your associates can answer more calls. They could help more customers. They could drive more value. The associates become more satisfied with their job. They're focused more on helping than triaging. And it's a definite return on investment for the business.
It used to be B2B or B2C, but now these examples that we carry around, we take them into the workplace and we expect those very same exampents, don't we? We expect that kind of expectation.
Yeah, that expectation is definitely set. And we call them table stakes.
Yeah.
Right? What once was, oh my God, that's incredible, are now table stakes. And as technology continues and technology grows, we have to drive that value, and those table stakes are common. We have to do more. It's called innovation, and we're excited about the opportunity to innovate. Our migration to Webex Contact Center, integrating further into a cloud SaaS solution, is going to open up capabilities.
And there's a word you've mentioned throughout our interview, innovate, and I can see by how you're speaking how passionate you are about innovation. And you've mentioned table stakes. Is this something that you're very aware of with Lowe's, and that expectation level from your customers, and you need to keep up to speed with the tech and AI and everything in between to improve those expectations? Is that something that you're very mindful of as well?
We're incredibly mindful of the customer expectation. We're not only trying to meet that expectation, but we want to be proactive. We want to give them oh, wow, I didn't realize it did that.
Yeah.
Or, wow, that was a great experience. You know, when we get off or get done with a conversation with a customer, whether it's a voice conversation, a text conversation, through social media, any medium that there is, if the customer can step back and feel good about that engagement, I'll use the word engagement. It could be any type of thing, but if the customer can feel good about it, the customer will come back.
So if we were to zoom out for a moment, how has that modernization of your entire technology infrastructure, how has that helped Lowe's in attracting things like more tech talent? And what role does Cisco's customer experience and collaboration services, what role do they play in that strategy too?
Well, from a tech talent perspective, somebody wants to go and work with an organization that's leading in what they want to grow to do, that's leading in what they feel they can do, and people come to somewhere that they can innovate. Right? At Lowe's, it's been a great journey for me, and from where I started with Lowe's to now, there's been so much opportunity to innovate, and really, as we grow our organization and as we service our customer, bringing the technology to bear at Lowe's will attract that.
And your passion for this really shines in our conversation today, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to get you on the podcast. And is there anyone that you'd like to point, anybody listening who could be located anywhere in the world who want to find out more about Lowe's or anything that we've talked about today? Where would you like to point them?
Lowe's is an innovative company that's really been delivering. If you're excited about Lowe's, maybe it's because you've got a own project you're working on. Definitely consider Lowe's as a destination. But if you're excited about Lowe's for a career journey, go to Lowes.com. You'll find careers there. Lowe's participates in many college career fairs. Lowe's participates in many ways across the country, and there's opportunities abound. The other thing I would recommend people do is attend a Cisco Live event. Come to Cisco Live, go to Enterprise Connect, go to an industry event where you can meet others within the industry, understand what they do, how they serve their customer. It goes back to why I like Cisco Live, because I get to learn, I get to expand, and moreover, perhaps there's somebody I can connect with and help them in their journey as well.
Beautifully put, and I think that's a perfect way to end our conversation today. Cisco Live is a tech conference. Anybody scrolling through socials, they'll be reading about AI, all the exciting tech announcements, but I think what really brings it to life is stories like yours and being able to meet you on the show floor, sit down and talk about it. That is what it's all about. And I always say at the end of every episode, technology works best when it brings people together, and you're a shining example of that. So thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Wow, what an incredible story. And a huge thank you to Shad for sharing his insights into how they're leveraging Cisco's advanced services at Lowe's to revolutionize their customer experience and IT infrastructure. As we mentioned several times during the interview, it's technology that gets all the headlines. But the real star of the show for me is how does that technology improve customer satisfaction, reduce operational costs? That is the real cool part. And I think it's clear that the collaboration is yielding significant benefits, from handling over 1 million calls in Q1 this year and also setting the stage for future AI enhancements. But what do you think about the impact of this technological advancement that we're seeing in the retail sector? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed today's conversation, please email me, techblogwriter@outlook.com, LinkedIn, X, Instagram, wherever you prefer to hang out. Just look for me at Neil C. Hughes. Don't just hit follow though. Send me a message. Let me know what you thought. And if you'd like to meet me here at Cisco Live, again, give me a heads up. But that's it for today. It's time for me to hit the show floor again. So until next time, I'm going to sign off. But remember, stay curious, keep innovating, and I will talk to you all again bright and early tomorrow.